All right, well, we still have the V2 mission. And a moon flyby. Actually, that's not that hard, that far away. But and we did take some more money from accepting that contract. Great stuff, you guys. We did transmit some science, so we got that going for us. Electrics is what we need for solar panels. Also, that will open the probodovidine. We need 90 science for that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to run another mission. Let's just move on. One small step for Quill, one giant step back for space tourism. And yeah, at least you paid in advance. I see reload. Nah, screw that. I don't know if that'll screw up our space tourism thing. I think it'll re-give us the mission at some point. Let's open up our Firefly Mk2. It's the price of progress. Let's move that. Let's grab the crew cabin. Put that there. Put that there. So we can bring a scientist and engineer with us so we can have multiple flights going on. Oh, I need, hold on. Center of mass, center of lift, symmetry mode. And it won't show me until I place it. And I think that's an FAR thing. Okay, center of lift is just behind the center of mass. And as we empty this, the center of mass will move forward, which puts us in a better and better shape, right? Right. That should work. These wheels are definitely going to be too far behind to allow me to tip up, though. On something like this, I'm hoping we don't bump the tail. That'll be the big thing. We're going to have to avoid bumping this tail here. We've got all our scientific experiments, so this is going to be the Firefly Mk2. And this one is going to have... oh, man. Are we out of pilots? No, the Everix is still around. Excellent! We're going to bring an engineer and a scientist with us over here. Now save that. Yeah, we're going to have to hire some more people. Air brakes would be nice. What I actually considered is on the top part is including some fins that might be oriented in such a way to keep us facing butt first. Woo! I don't know why it does that. It's very entertaining, though. All right, stability, throttle, light the engine. Get a little bit of forward motion. Now kill the engine. And just yaw off of here. Don't want to take off on this runway. It's so bumpy. This is like an executive jet here. So we're going to try to land in the Highlands. Do the science and then reset it. Alright. Cross your fingers. You see that back and forth there? It's not making me particularly happy. These pilots are very wibbly wobbly with their stuff. We'd actually be better off, I think, using mech jeb to kill rotation. Alright, let's try to take off. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Did we? I think we entered a different biome. Oh, that was probably the shores biome. We could probably roll over there and get some science. We're going to have to try that. But, alright, successful takeoff, which is great. My parachute should have been moved forward. We might come down on our nose. And this is a lot heavier of a ship, too. I don't know. Yeah, that's going to be a little dicey. A little dicey. But we look good when we're flying, at least. I suppose if we were worried, we could just ditch in the ocean. And I'm kind of worried. That's the price of science. Sometimes you gotta scramble a few Kerbals to lay some eggs or something. Do 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 do. Whoa, we were going way too fast. Cut the engine out completely. We're gonna have problems controlling this thing in a second. Yeah, coming close to that Mach 7. So when you start to have problems with control surfaces, unless your ship, your plane is designed for it. Oh, we had some stuff there. So we'll be able to reset all our experiments. I believe this might be Highlands. I'm not sure, actually. I mean, that was Grasslands. We must be entering the Highlands, though. Maybe right up on that ridge. The green bit that's a little higher. Still have a lot of speed to bleed off. Maybe what I'll do is a parachute-assisted landing. Try to come in on a relatively good landing profile. Let's deploy flaps. Hey, there we go. Highlands officially. Transmit that. Oh, no comms device. But you have the... Yeah, okay. You still have the crew report. Good. So what I'll do is I'll come in to be pretty close for landing, and we'll just use the chute for braking, effectively. Because plane brakes are pretty chintzy as is. We're going really fast, though. Alright, let's try it. Let's see how bad our nose goes down. Probably pretty bad. Now we're coming straight down. Good. Turn off the SAS. Yeah, we're going to land straight on our nose. Actually, this speed isn't bad. Our module can definitely handle that. Our wheels definitely. Whether our air intake can is a whole nother thing. But I think I might be able to take the brunt of the landing on the wheels if I pitch back just before. But obviously, yeah, moving the parachutes would be awfully nice. Or just add another one too. That could help. Because then we were going at low speed. It really doesn't matter. Don't lag out at the last second like that. It's really annoying. What I'm hoping for... Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Excellent! Wonderful! Crew report. Grab that. Scan, scan, scan. Keep everything. We are going to EVA with the scientist. I don't remember who the scientist is. But that's a pilot. Okay, so everyone has to EVA through the front bit. No, don't fall off! Well, I guess we're not flying more than once. I don't know if we can get a different EVA. I think we can. So yeah, you're still obstructed, but what I can do is... Is there no hatch at all? Oh, there we go. Transfer into the front part. There we go, another EVA from flying over. So one's on the ground, one's flying over. So you can reboard, and what we'll do is we'll recover this vessel. Hey, we didn't die! We've killed enough Kerbals! As long as we still have a pilot, it's good. Probably jump on the wings and climb across. Oh, that's probably true. Doom, 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 doom. Then we gotta find our other poor Kerbal, who was left alone. Someone went and picked up the airplane and left the Everix out there, our only pilot. We'll cover you. Get a wee bit more science. We really need 90, though. 90 is the next thing we want. So, let's, we're gonna grab the plane again. We're going to roll down to the beach, because I think we can science over there. Yeah, when we get a ladder. Ladder technology, that's some high-level technology, though, Valder. Or what's it called? Like, personal ascent assistant things? Like, we don't have any ladder tech. It'll be nice to get later. So mostly what we want is, we want the parachute to basically be where the center of mass is. That's the ideal. Just coming down a little bit more level. The easier solution, though, honestly, I'm thinking we just add a third parachute to the front. And that should balance this out a lot better. A lot easier. Plus gives us yet another backup parachute in case something goes terribly, terribly wrong, right? So this would be the Mark IIB maybe, but other than that, it is fine. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to do. I could put on an antenna. Again, I was a little power concerned, but while we're flying, we're generating power from the jet. Not very quickly, but it is happening. Stick one there. It's a little asymmetrical, but the antenna is very light and doesn't really have much in the way of an aerodynamic profile. So I think if we go down to the beach and we science over there, I bet you we'll get up to 90 science, which will unlock the probe cores and the solar panels, and then things change dramatically for us. The new probe core we can use to complete that USV2 mission, and the solar panels, woo, will remove a lot of our problems in space. All right, SAS turn on, full throttle, and now our goal is not actually take off. Our goal is to roll down to the beach. That's it. This is basically a rover. I could have taken the wings off to make it less likely that I'd accidentally roll over. Let's tap the brake a bit, just to bring the speed down as we go down this little slope. Because every time, just as about to take off, science alert tells me, hey, there's a bunch of science right here. I'm like, no, I can't take it right now. So we're just going to try to roll over to the shores. I think this area here actually is still considered to be KSC. I think maybe we haven't done grassland science. Might literally be all there is to it. Okay, I think what I'd like to do is take down its yaw percentage. I think that's one of the reasons this SAS is just so wobbly. The other thing I can do is use the smart SAS and use kill rotation instead. It's usually better about not wibble wobbling. Yeah. Still doing it a little bit, but not as much as the normal SAS mode. Give us a little boost of speed, not too much. Definitely trying to keep it around 5 meters per second and not much more than that. It's going to take us a little while to get there, because we're not, you know, speeding up to takeoff speeds anymore. Wheels that far behind the center of mass. Yeah, it's, we could have moved the wheels up a little bit more, but I'm really worried about the tail dropping a little too soon. This has been fine. Basically, we're not pitching up very much. Mostly when we get to the actual takeoff speeds around 100, it's mostly sort of just wanting to go up on its own anyway. We'd probably run out of runway before we took off here, but for this, it's working okay, and it's just a little bit more secure. But I probably should scooch them up just a wee bit. All right, we're going 8 meters a second. It's very daring, but we got a ways to go. Can't quick save while moving over the surface. Yeah, so I'm not going any faster than this. Still pretty stable right now. The Smart ASS is definitely better at holding a straight line than the freaking Kerbal SAS. Oh, although he's starting to get some wobble in here. So I'm definitely not accelerating right now. Oh! How come there? There we go. How come the Elvons were like that? That's interesting. It's a long drive to the beach. Yeah, this is still KSC. There we go. So we have to get to the edge of where the Kerbal Space Center is. Pull over, I have to pee. I know, it's a long, slow drive. It's coming, though. And it's very important science. And then we can go back to spacey stuff. Do I want to risk going to 11? This one goes to 11. Which means just flip over and kill everyone. Then we'll have to do this all over again. No, slow and steady wins the race. You know what I could have done is actually gone to takeoff speeds and then just parachuted when we got to the end. I mean, I guess technically, I mean, we've taken off, so we can go in at least a straight enough line for that, right? It's worked before. And just hit the brakes by literally just hitting the space bar and deploying the parachutes when we're there. I bet you some things smash. But I guess we can afford to go faster. Our plane's gone 100 on the ground, and it's been okay. Alright, 14 meters per second. Beach is right ahead, though. $18 meters per second. Alright, let's start braking. See that? It wants to go completely sideways. It's starting to slip. Oh, I'm so tense, you guys. This is actually some of the most dangerous stuff. When you're in the air, there's only, like, it's a lot safer in some ways. There we go. I think if we went and just tap the brakes, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Don't tell me this still counts as being KCS. KSC. How far do we have to go to get to the beach proper? I know there's other directions you can leave in. This is not the science center. Maybe just on the edge of this ridge here. Give me shore biome. Also, don't put me in the water. Break. How am I not on the shore yet? We were getting other biomes before. Maybe over there? Ah, crying out loud. Remember, I can't turn my wheels, so our ability to steer is limited to having enough speed for the tail to give us control. How is this still the Kerbal Space Center? Lies and deceit. Starting to run low on electric charge. I'm hoping that's the beach over there. Come on, we brought a picnic and everything. Well, it's mostly Mars bars. I mean, Duna bars. Okay, this smart ass was working pretty well, but it's also a little aggressive on the stability keeping. Like, oh, I have lots of electric charge. I was just seeing it go down in the crew system, but I forgot I have batteries. Like, turn! Turn! Turn straight! Turn straight! I do have the yaw a little limited now, and maybe I don't want that to be the case anymore. Oh, there we go! Brakes! Okay, I'm just gonna manually brake. Brake, 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 brake. Because if you put it on the parking brake, every now and again, it will stop too much, so you gotta, like, slow it down. Okay! Hey! We're at the shores! Beach time! Yeah! Scan, 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 scan. No EVA to do here? Keep. And again, I can't get the scientist out very easily. Or the engineer. Although I don't have to repack the thingamabobs, so that's good. Because it would be nice now to take off, probably die, but land in the Highlands, right? Let me recover this and see what we can do. Bum 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 bum. 79 science. No, we need a little bit more. We need just a wee bit more. Let's get the Firefly. We're gonna have to go to the Highlands. The Mk2 with our only pilot, another scientist. Simke can come, and Grumberto, you can be our engineer for this flight. Launch. It's too bad we didn't bring those other guys back, because we would have gotten 3 Kerbals up to level 1, which would be nice. Like, that's the other nice thing about bringing multiple people on a launch, is a lot of people will get XP simultaneously. I know it's not necessarily the most exciting right now, but it's an important part of the game. Okay, airplane hop. Because, yeah. Regular stability assist, full throttle. Go, go, go. Turn that way, kill the gas. And down the hill. Then once we're on level ground, full throttle, take off. Okay. Like, the stability assist with his yaw, definitely not the way I like to think about it. Actually, like, fighting the SAS, but not having any would be a little suicidal. Alright. Just try to take me off the ground, it'll feel a lot better. There he goes. Oop, 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 a little more. I'm pitching down a little bit so that it doesn't pitch up too aggressively and we hit our tail on the ground. Because that would be bad. Vroom. Alright, throttle down to about 2/3. Still lots of juice. Still gaining lots of speed. Where are we going now? Hold on. I've already done the Highlands, didn't I? Yeah. I might have been silly here. We need Grasslands, actually, is what we need. Or at least some of these things. Yeah, all grassland stuff. Okay, well then, we want to land right over there. Kill the engines. Because this shouldn't be Highlands. I'm hoping this is Grasslands. Let's find out. We could fly to the poles. That's a really long trip. We're not going to do that here. It'd be better to land a ship there. So let's make sure we do a crew report. It should be flying over the grasslands, and it is. Deploy the parachutes. Whee! Alright, No still wants to pitch down a bit, which shouldn't be surprising because of the parachute configuration, but it should be relatively manageable. Our speed is nice and low. Let me go in quick save before I time warp too much here because you never know when we might get eaten by the space kraken. So we're just going to wait until we're low at the ground, and then I'll try to just pitch up a little bit. Although, here we're going to land directly on the wheels with a speed of less than 6. We're going to be fine. We're going to be more than fine. Turn on the brakes right away. Pitch up, pitch up, pitch up. Boom! And science. Crew report. Just keep it. Material study. Goo, temperature, magnets. How do they work? Has to do with electron spin. And EVA report. Okay, well, EVA report from the pilot. So U, EVA, good. Board again, that stores that. Now pilot, EVA again. Hop off. Keep that. Grab. And board. And there we go. Now we should have over 90, which means a smart probe core. Flight computer says you're stalling? Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. There we go. We have 103. What is that? 5 or more missions with Everix. Everix is going to get a lot of missions. All right, science. We want electrics. Yeah. Oh, this gives us nose-mounted electric engines. Interesting. But it gives us the probodobodyne, which is fun to say. And it gives us the photovoltaic panels. So we have solar panels. We have that. We have bigger batteries if we need it. Some radiators, some lights. Yeah, none of the others matter too much. But the probodobodyne, and more importantly, the solar panel. That changes things dramatically. So now we can do the USV2.